Let's go back just a little bit. It's recording now.
Okay. People have to understand, the white nationalist movement started with the Confederate South.
Yes.
Now, here's the problem that I had when I was in the United States Air Force. Knowing that General Lee
Turn right? Okay.
surrendered his sword to General Grant in a traditionary moment that ended what they call the civilian war, the Civil War.
Yes.
Now, once he surrendered the sword and the flag, anybody, in my opinion, I thought this ever since I was in the United States military, when I was in the Air Force, I had an honorable discharge from the United States Air Force. To me, that person should be considered a terrorist. The war is over. Why are you still carrying the Confederate flag? It was surrender. It was like, now I understand that a lot of people in the deep South, being from Birmingham, Alabama, they have their family traditions, Southern pride. But aren't we one nation now? One time we were two nations.
Right. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
The Republic and the Confederacy.
Yes.
The white nationalist movement started with the Confederate flag and the Confederate South.
Yeah.
Why are we blaming our president for this violence that's going on in this country?
But you know what, though? The Democrats, no matter what he says, they're on his ass. They blame him for everything. Now what?
They blame him for everything, Raphael.
Right. Okay, real quick. We'll go back to your subject in a minute. But, okay, with the shootings that has been happening here just recently, okay, he didn't say anything at first, so they got on his ass. He said something, and they got on his ass. No matter what the guy does or doesn't do, they're on his ass. Because, so it has nothing to do with the white, like whatever.
The shooting in Charlottesville in Virginia.
Yes.
That, I saw a KET special on it the other night, me and my sister. And we couldn't believe the media did not cover all the violence. It was a freaking battle out there. I mean, people were throwing blows. The white nationalists walking around with assault weapons. And they said that they picked that particular town because they knew they had a weak police force. And two police officers died. God bless their souls and hope they read. And a young white woman died.
Go right here. Yes.
Yeah, it was terrible what happened in Charlottesville, Virginia.
Yes.
And when I watched the KET special on it the other night, and I got teary-eyed when I saw these two officers who were assassinated. And they said that, like the mayor and all them in that town, they had people talking about it. They said the nationalist movement picked that town because they knew they had a weak
check that out
police force. Not so much as weak as the men, but a small police force that wasn't able to handle that type of situation.
Right.
They targeted them on purpose.
That was the whole plan.
Yeah. And people need to leave, you can't blame any president. You want to blame the president for the white nationalists, you got to start everything after Abraham Lincoln. He did his best by saying, hey, we're going to war. You all want to keep your slaves, you want to separate the country. The country was separated. You had so many states from Texas and Alabama, Missouri, Kansas, all these states seceded from the Union. Almost half the country was Confederate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Google it. Google it and see how many states were in the Union. Arizona wasn't in the Union yet.
Yes.
But see how many states were in the Union that succeeded. I mean, I'm talking about total separation from these United States. That's when your white nationalist movement started.
Right. No, absolutely.
They all carried rebel flags, too. I wish I could take you home with me, that girl. You want to come on with me? Huh? Next time I see you, maybe you say yes.
I love that part.
She said yes, I'd have you do a turnaround.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, she's cute.
There was another cute girl.
They all hang up here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So here's this guy in his t-shirt right here, right? Okay, so 264 West, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
DC Highway.
Okay, so real quick before we get onto your thing. Well, actually, two things. Okay, so one is, this motherfucker's asking every single person for money, okay? And all these people say, I don't have any. Now, guess what? Whatever you think, whatever you do, whatever you say, that's your future, okay? So these people tell this dude, he has the money. Guess what? The people stop having money. How many times a day do these motherfuckers ask for money, and then the person goes, I don't have any money.
Here's my point of view.
Guess what? They stop having money.
Here's my point of view. I will give them some change. I never say no.
Okay, but I don't think you understood what I just said, dude.
If people
You understand what I just said?
Yeah, I understood exactly what you said.
All right.
But I have money because I've been blessed with a decent job. But if I could judge if a person is a con artist or they really need help. Okay? Now that young guy right there, I would have never gave him a dime. Because he can go down to Labor Works,
Yes.
Ready Staffing, all these temp services, and
All
get
these
paid
places. Yes.
the same freaking day.
Yes.
All he has to do is get cleaned up, walk in there, get there about 4:30, 5 o'clock, sign in.
90% and down the road.
90%. And
Yep.
you may get this out the first day, but usually you show up a couple days in a row, they send you to work.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Now, if it's some old woman or somebody blind, or I can judge when someone needs help.
Correct.
Because I'm not a young kid, I'm 55 years old. And I help the ones I know that need help. If I got an extra dollar, they get it. I don't give a darn. Because I know God may bless me.
Right. Well, it comes back around.
That's right.
But I was just trying to say that when people, whatever you do, that's your future.
Yeah.
When they say, I don't have any money, guess what? They stop having money, dude.
Well,
If anything, okay.
I understand that.
If you're not going to give them anything, say zero and just walk off. Don't think or say nothing. Just go, right?
Don't lie to them.
Right. Or if you want to give them money, give them money. But don't say, I don't have any money.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Man, a lot of times what I've done in the past, they say they were hungry. I actually go and pick out, get what you want, and I'll pay for it to register.
What exit we're going to take, dude?
We're going to take Dixie Highway.
Oh,
south.
okay. So real quick, then we'll go back to your subject.
Okay.
About 2 days, I was doing laundry, and I had the cab full of my laundry, and this dude come up to me, he come running over like there was something weird about how he came running over, anyways, he'll come, and he says they needs to get the bus, and he needs like $2 or $3. I look at him, I go, dude, I go, look at you. You're strong, you're young, go earn it. What are you doing? What are you doing asking people for money for? You need to go out there and you need to go out there and earn it. Hold on. You need to go out there and earn it. You know?
But hold on, the problem is this.
Hold on a second, dude.
There's a generation of people who think that they are entitled. It's called the entitlement generation. They work is a thing to them that they feel like it's dirty to do. They feel like, why should I work when I can go hustle? They're called the entitlement generation. And they do not have the moral ethics for parenting that teach people. My work ethic came from my parents. I don't want to be broke. I like having money in my pocket. I like paying my bills. I got $200 on my credit card so I can start catching Lyft to work sometimes. You ever pay my phone bill when you drop me off? Paid rent last week. I like having air conditioning. Like, I work in a hot environment. I like having, don't forget Dixie Highway South. You're going to pass it up.
Is it Shively?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, dude. Look, it says north anyways. This is northeast. He said Dixie Highway South.
I meant north, yeah. China, my fault.
What I was trying to tell you, okay, so this dude, you know, I go, don't you feel embarrassed when you beg for money, dude?
No, they don't.
And he says that he does. I go, you need to go out there and earn it.
No, he
Don't
doesn't.
ask nobody for nothing. You go out there, you go make. I go, you're young, you're strong. Look at you.
They don't care.
And what it is, you know what? People don't say. People don't say nothing. So they don't have education.
A lot of them have very intelligent.
A 2-minute education about earning money would save his life, dude. Okay.
Just using a shovel.
Learning how to fish.
Learn.
You know, he doesn't know how to fish.
But see, that's a wrong approach on your part.
What are you talking
about?
about?
Fuss at them and say, do what I got with a job. You can still gotta have. If you tell them something, have a compassionate way of saying it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no,
hey,
dude had no shame. Okay. I go. Don't you feel embarrassed when you ask people for money? He said,
they don't.
He said he did. Well, then you need to go out and earn it. Yeah. Am I in the right lane or what?
Well, you're going to eventually end up in the right lane. Just make sure you get on Dixie Highway. Even if you have to go around the loop, get back on Dixie.
Where's Dixie at, dude?
Okay, go see that light.
The green light?
Just follow this car. This car looks like it's going to Dixie Highway. We're on 18th Street, which is called Dixie Highway.
So it's over that way.
Right, yeah.
It's at like an angle. Okay. Oh,
I forget you need landmarks when you drive.
Well, look at all this bullshit. I do nothing about this part of town, and then look at all this bullshit that's
Well,
happening.
calm down. But here's the thing, though. Back to the white nationalist movement. It started with the Confederate South. Now, and after that, it rehashed with a woman named Margaret Sanger with her project called American Eugenics. See, after the slave trade, the rich elitists who had made billions on slavery, I can get the right hand line, wanted to spend billions of dollars to get rid of the blacks in this country. So they came with a program called eugenics. Francis Galton, who was the first cousin of Charles Darwin, Margaret Sanger, Eugene Fisher, and the Rockefeller Foundation had a plan. Even Nixon got in on this one later. That we can control the black population in this country through birth control and abortions. Once again, the white nationalists rehashed. Now, let me tell you how deep this goes. Adolf Hitler, praised the eugenics projects that was going on here in America. All you gotta do is look at a DVD or a movie documentary called The Mahafa 21. M-A-A-F-A 21. It was put out by a friend of mine who I love. I've never met personally. His name is Mark Crutcher, and they have a group in Denton, Texas called Life Dynamics, which you can download their subjects all the time about the abortion industry. They put out a DVD called The Mahafa, and it showed where Hitler got his ideas of eugenics from the American eugenics program that was going on here. And he praised him. And this was done before the annihilation of 6 million Israelis throughout Europe. See, actually, the genocide of the European Jews, the idea actually started right here in America.
Oh,
that's why America was so late to get into the war, because a lot of people felt the same as Hitler did. You see, all you got to do is research this out. Only reason why America got into World War II is because the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor.
Okay.
And Hitler, that was under Hitler's orders too, according to all the PBS and Frontline and
right.
Things I've watched on educational television. So, but when the Prime Minister of England, he told America, said, "No, do help us. Germany will march on American soil." And Winston Churchill was a brilliant man. I loved him. For the documentaries I've seen of him, he was very brilliant. And the English, man, they were strong during World War II. They went through night bombings. But back to that, and the English had some white superiority ideas too. Most of Europe did. But here's the problem. In America, the white nationalist movement has been around for a long time, and I'm sick of them blaming the President of the United States.
Right.
It's been around for a long time. And there's nothing that he said that has actually rehashed the situation but I mean, he wasn't around when my people, fellow Americans, were being lynched in the Deep South. He wasn't there. He wasn't the president then.
Yes.
He's going to make a right pretty soon. Actually, there's going to be...
On Bernheim, right?
Yeah.
Turn right on Bernheim, okay.
But, I mean, why is everybody saying, when he said, "Let's make America great again," why are they saying that made the nationalist movement? He said, "Let's make America great again," so we as a nation can be economically strong without also importing all the things that we get.
Right. Right.
The man, he's a businessman. The man's a billionaire.
Yes.
He's talking in a business sense to make America great again.
Correct.
But we got all these idiots running around talking about we take our country back. Well, you know what? There's a whole bunch of Native Americans that could look at that expression and say, "What the fuck you mean?" Okay, right. Coming up. There you go. Right at this car lot. There's a lot of Native Americans who could say, "What do you mean by that?" Ancestors of the Navajo, Cherokee, I saw a documentary Kevin Costner did called 500 Nations. After he did Dances with Wolves, he was so touched. I love Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
He did a documentary called 500 Nations.
Okay.
There were 500 nations of people here before the Europeans and the Hispanics took over.
Oh.
Yeah. The Mexicanos this wasn't their land originally. They migrated here too.
Okay.
And on top of that, they enslaved a lot of Native Americans in Californians and New Mexico and Arizona area, Texas areas. The Native Americans were at war with the Mexicans and the Europeans. They sure were. Go to pbs.org and look up 500 Nations, documented by Kevin Costner. And you'll see that the Native Americans can say, hey, what are you talking about when you say, take our country back? But God bless the Native Americans now. A lot of them in pretty good shape. And the government allowed for them to have certain things. Oh, you passed it. It's right there.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. I love my Native American brothers and sisters. But even some of them had African slaves. And I know one particular tribe that had a lot of African slaves with the Cherokees.
Oh, they did.
Oh, they had a bunch. But it wasn't the same type of slavery as it was under European slavery.
Okay.
The brutality that came with it.
Yes.
Yes. A lot of Africans today, that's a whole nother subject. Let's get back to the white nationalism.
Okay.
The white nationalist movement cannot be blamed on our president.
Correct.
And I'm sick of
No, they blame everything on him. Completely.
Completely. But they don't see all the good things he's doing. He said, until China does right, we will tax the hell out of them. I love that shit.
Yes.
Chinese get on my nerves. I'm gonna tell you why the Chinese government gets on my nerves. Number one, the Chinese Christians is the number one growing Christian sector in the world right now. But they have to worship under fear.
Okay.
And they force abortions on women. Most of your Asian nations have forced abortions.
Oh.
Yeah, they sure do. A lot of people don't know that.
Go straight?
Yeah, they're already here.
Okay.
And they have forced abortions, where they make a woman have an abortion to have population control. I saw that on 700 Club yesterday. Yesterday. We're talking about countries that make women have abortions.
Ah.
Yeah, and all the Asian countries are like that. And then in Africa, especially in Northern Africa, black Christians are being persecuted by black Muslims. It's like, why doesn't the UN or somebody step in and say, hey, why are these Christians being persecuted? Let me tell you something. If you believe in God, who I call Yahweh, and his son's name is Yeshua, those are the Hebrew names, because Christ came in the form of an Israeli man. So I want everybody to hear this. Everybody that thinks that Jesus Christ had blonde hair and blue eyes, or had an afro, looking like a brother from the hood, they're wrong. He was an Israeli. However Israelis look back in that time, from the tribe of David, the tribe of Judah, he's born in Bethlehem. That's how he looked. So get over it. Get over it with your racist bullshit. He's an Israeli. He had an Israeli name. His name is Yeshua. And he did something that his father Yahweh asked him to do. He went on a cross and took a Roman crucifixion. And Romans were Europeans, Italy, Italians, Greece, Rome, Italy. Took a Roman crucifixion because we're sinful people. We don't have to be anymore once we live the blood of Christ. But get over it. And America is probably the only free country left in the world. Like I said last time, if you want to worship a rock, if you want to worship a tree, you can do it as long as you're not hurting anybody or offending anybody. But we have a nation here that needs to stop placing the blame game on our president. Stop blaming Donald Trump for the white racist bullshit. That'd be like saying, I'm going to blame Obama because a black guy killed a white man. These guys who do it, these white nationalists and these murderers, are sick individuals.
Right.
And once we bring back the death penalty, which God told Noah, if a man sheds another man's blood, his blood should be shed. All you gotta do is look at what God told Noah. Open your Bible up, go to Genesis, and look what God told Noah. He said, be fruitful and multiply and fulfill the earth. If a man sheds another man's blood, his blood shall be shed by man. For God created man in his image. That's why if you kill somebody, you're killing something that's the image of God.
Correct.
And you should be put to death.
Yes.
Immediately.
Right.
What's up with this trial? What's up with this lingering around,
15 years.
yeah, 20 years on death row. The only one time they did it right is they did with Timothy McVeigh. They didn't let him linger around. They gotta treat these other guys the same freaking way. What time you got, man?
It's 5:27.
Well, I know you gotta go make some money,
Okay.
but I enjoyed this conversation. America, quit blaming the racists on Donald Trump. That shit started back with the Confederate South. And then it got introduced by Margaret Sanger and her eugenics party and went on throughout Europe called Nazi Germany. Trump wasn't the president under none of those conditions.
Probably wasn't even born then.
We ain't born in. These white nationalists have been a pain for a long ass time.
Yes.
So quit blaming our president for this bullshit.
I just hope, he's going to do 2 terms, and I just hope
He's
the
gonna get a
next
second
one,
term.
and I hope the next one is just like him or better.
I wanted to see Mike Pence as president.
Oh, okay. He might
love
be.
him.
He might be.
Strong pro-lifer, strong Christian. Should have heard him the other day. He was quoting scriptures from the Bible. How a nation can be healed.
Yes.
Man,
Yeah,
I love Mike Pence was president when he was governor of Indiana.
Yeah, he's learning all the stuff from Trump too, so he might just be.
But he's a
good or
little
better.
more. What I like about Mike Pence, he's a little more of a Christian than Trump.
Okay.
Mike Pence almost shut down all the abortion clinics in Indiana. I think they only got one left.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean he's a strong pro-lifer like you. I mean, then he has compassion. You can see it when he's a. I would love to see him as president of the United States, the vice president we have now.
He might be, dude.
I
He
love him.
might come up.
Yeah, I love him. Hey, boss man, here's $21.
Oh, thanks, dude. I appreciate
And
it.
thank you.
Right on, dude.
Yeah, I love my Friday trips.
Yes.
Fridays, I don't mind catching a bus every day of the week, but Fridays is, it's the evening before the Sabbath, and
Okay. Yes.
I like
right.
keeping everything kind of spiritual,
That's
But
good,
America,
dude. That's good.
me and my friend Raphael say, quit blaming the president for the violence in this country. Let's take the blame game back to the Confederate South. The Ku Klux Klan was in 1869. And the Klan actually didn't start out going after black people. Well, they wanted to go against the carpetbaggers. A lot of people abused the Civil War, especially in of it. They were called people who went down south and took advantage of the situation. And a lot of your Confederate troops were abandoning the Confederate Army, and a lot of them went out west. As a matter of fact, I saw a documentary, it might have been Ken Burns' American Experience, how the Confederate South, a lot of their troops went and enslaved the Hawaiians.
The Hawaiians?
Yeah,
Wow.
The Hawaiian Islands,
Okay.
and all you gotta do is Google this,
Mm-hmm.
were enslaved by ex-soldiers of the Confederate South.
Wow.
And they forced the United States government to make Hawaii a state. And they put a lot of those people on plantations, sugar cane and things they grew. Do your research on it.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, the Hawaiian Islands. Matter of fact, the king of the islands was a drunk, I think. And his sister, she was sober-minded. And she came to America, to the president that was at the time. Tried to say, hey, can you tell these guys to get out of our country? But the Hawaiian Islands became a state because of ex-Confederate soldiers who went there and enslaved the people for their products and things.
Check that out.
Yeah, I saw a documentary on it. Yeah, that's how Hawaii became a state from there. Because the war in the South was going so bad, a lot of Confederate soldiers went out west, and did their thing and acted the fool, became outlaws, Texas Rangers and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of those were Confederates. But Hawaii, a lot of them got there and said, hey, we can enslave these people too. They sure did. That's how Hawaii became a state.
That's unbelievable,
Yeah,
dude.
check it out.
I have to check it out, right? Look
But
into
from
that.
ex-soldiers from the Confederate South.
Wow.
That's how Hawaii became a state. See, white nationalism has done a lot of damage, people.
Yes.
And you can't keep blaming that president.
Right. That was way before. Way before.
Way before. I'm telling you something, dude. They said on a documentary I watched one time, a couple years ago, that Baltimore is such a corrupt city. Why are you gonna get mad at the president when he talks about Baltimore, Maryland? How fucked up it is. It is fucked up.
You watch. If he didn't say nothing, they would have blamed it on him.
Yeah.
He said something, and they blame it on him.
Matter of fact, check this out though. Every city in America that's fucked up right now have a Democratic fucking party running it.
Yep. Like 50, 60 years worth.
Yeah.
It should be utopia right now, and it's
Yeah.
not. It's the complete opposite.
Fuck the Democratic Party.
Yeah. No, they're fucked up. They're the ones that did slavery too.
You enslave my people? I'll never forgive you for it.
Yep. They were the ones that did it,
Yeah.
and they're trying to act like they
That's
did it.
white nationalism, bitches.
Yeah. I love it. You go, dude. All right. Man.
YouTube that motherfucker.
Okay.
Can't wait to see
Yes.
it.
Yeah. That'll be posted.
Democratic Party, you're garbage.
All right, dude. Have a good one, man. Here you got.
Oh,
You got something right there.
no, I ain't never.
There you go, dude.
Hey.
All right, man.
I gotta go to the grocery store. I need you.
Okay.
On Saturday, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna go when I get to the grocery store. I'm gonna call you. Because
Okay.
I don't like packing all my groceries on the bus.
Understand, right?
Yeah.
You call me, dude.
I'll call you.
Right on.
I'm going to Kroger's and then you just pick me up and drop me off.
Got it.
Got you. See you
Thanks,
tomorrow.
dude. All right. Bye bye.